Hello everyone. It's nice to do a video again to my YouTube channel for medical professionals around the world. And it has been a while that I have thought of doing this video, uh, basically talking about does it deserve or it deserves it to come to Sweden to work as a medical professional. And by medical professional, I mean from being a doctor to a dental practitioner or a dentist or a nurse or even a veterinary doctor or a pharmacist. I have gotten this question many times by now, and because I don't speak English so much, so I know that my English will not be the perfect by now. I have been now in Sweden for nearly 4 years, and I have been working as a medical doctor since September 2019, of which at least 2 years of it I have been practicing as a resident doctor in psychiatry, which is my passion. But this video goes to all doctors, and I have been asked this question precisely like, does it deserve it to come to Sweden? And I know that which answer I give, regardless which answer I give, it will be incomplete, and I will have like temptations to correct it. And after doing the video, I'm sure that I will be thinking that something is a little biased or something is not being said. So after doing the video, if someone is interested, if someone have extra questions, so just write it and I will try to answer it in another video, or I will try to write back. I'm sorry again that I cannot write back to so many people that write emails or comments, but I'm sorry, like, I wish I could do better. I think that the basic answer to the question is it depends, isn't it? so easy. It depends. It depends whether it depends upon your age, your life, your nowadays life. If you are really already a specialist doctor in your country, if you know other languages beside your language, and what situation do you have in your country, and also so many other factors. But I want to give two scenarios. If you are a new doctor coming from a country that is not well developed, and you don't have so much chances to go further with your career, and you need to go to another country to specialize in a field that you're interested in, and like, it is harder for you to go to, if you are already speaking English, it's harder for you to go to an English speaking country, and you want to have a life of balance between job and free time, which basically maybe everyone wants, but with a lower income, like maybe compared to some other countries where people can work a lot much more, and not paying so much taxes. And if you are not so if you don't have so much problem with being well, with being alone, I mean, like, even if you have family, with being alone in a new country, which is not so much social, and what more, and you are ready to study, and study hard, and you are ready to accept the incapability of being on the top because of your learning a new language, and you will not be able by no time to speak it as your mother language, and it will cause some difficulties, like psychological difficulties for you. If you're not having problem with these, and you're not running from a problem, like if you don't have already an unsolved problem in your country that you want to just get rid of it by moving to another place, which is sometimes people do it. And when I say these, I got examples in my mind of different people which I have come across here in Sweden, coming from other lands, which who basically like have had problems through their journey to becoming a specialist, or a doctor here, or maybe another medical professionality, man. But no, I sometimes mix Swedish words. If you are someone like this, I think Sweden is a good choice for you. And if it was complex, so you have to just listen to it another time. I think that Sweden is something like that. It's a country where you get a good education, good conditions for your job. You have rights, but you have to work a lot. You have to work at least 40 hours per week, and that basically means that much of your time in a week, or you are in a job, like you are on work. And it means also that it means that you will have also periods of a holiday. Like, Sweden is very good to give holidays. Like, you get 5 weeks per year, and these are like paid semester. Maybe it's like that in other countries also, but like things that people hear about Sweden and how good is, like, if you have a child, you will get mother leave, or maternity leave, or paternity leave, even, and it can be up to 2 years, as far as I know, maybe up to type like 1.5 years, something like that. It depends. But you can also work, but you cannot work over a limit also. So you cannot say that I will not take my holiday, and other stuff. It's like you will come to a country which is cold, which is dark in the winter, and very light in the summer. Like, by the time I'm doing this, it may be what's the time? I'm not sure, but it's about around 8:30 in the evening, and the sun has still 2 hours maybe to go down. And in the summer, like, it will not be dark, and in the winter it is only about 3 to 4 hours of daylight. if you are in southern Sweden, it is like a bit longer, but it is regardless long nights in the winter and long days in the summer, and very cold in the winter, especially if you compare it to tropical countries or even other Mediterranean or Middle Eastern countries. And it means that you will feel that, and you will also, as a person coming to another country, will always have this problem with Sweden. I have been speaking Swedish. I've been speaking Swedish since I have been here, and it will just become better and better. And Swedish people are very kind in their manner. They will respect that you are trying to speak, and you're trying to you are trying to become better, and they are appreciating that. But regardless, when you are with patients, it may be a problem, and sometimes you may get like, you may see that the so-called like the doctors have, the patients have not the same view for a doctor who can Swedish better, or who can Swedish, who knows Swedish as their first language, compared to I and you, who have learned Swedish as a second language. It's just like this, like, because I'm not speaking so good English, it may be it may look for someone that I am not I don't know the subject good. It's something like that. Like, if you are talking with a patient, and they may think, I have seen this with many doctors in different branches, and it's like something just like that in every culture. Like, language plays a very important role in how you can express yourself and be understood. And if you, it depends also about how much money do you have. Like, if you have so much money to spend just like this, it's not a problem. You can just come here, take it like a holiday, and study the language. And if you cannot be successful, just go back to your country and proceed or continue with the work. And I have seen people that have been doing like that. But if you are someone like the majority of us that doesn't have so much money and wants to make an investment in their lives, and like that, you have to be very careful. There are many companies and people out there that want to just make money over your ambitions, and want to pay money to them to come to Sweden, and maybe they may do different claims about how it will be easy and how they will be helping you just until you come here. But after that, they are not there. Thankfully, I have not been a predator for these. I pray for these, but I know people that have been that have been victims of these. I call them victims of these human trafficking agencies. I would call for the most of the times, but if you want to do, I have explained it in another video also, that plan for coming to Sweden. You don't need just to rush to come to Sweden, and when you plan for it, the best way is start learning the language by yourself, and try to come and do the exam if you can do it by a visa, or even when you are really, you say that you think that, now I am ready with doing the theoretical exam. It's not hard to do the theoretical exam while you are knowing a little less Swedish, but then you have to go further and learn the language. And now they have changed the rule, and it's very good because you don't need to do the practical exam before doing the practical service, or doing the 6 months practical residency before getting legitimated. So I mean, you can do the theoretical exam, just as I know other people that have done went this method, and they have wrote back to me, got in touch with me, that they have used that, and it has become successful. And I mean, when you do that, when you are already finished with the so-called theoretical exam, you will get motivation, and you will get, it's easier, you will get to work in a in the primary care as, or another specialty as practical. This is called praktisk tjänstgöring, or the petitor tjänstgöring med an English accent. Practical service. It is the 6 months that is required to become a doctor here, and it's paid. It's paid. That's very good. It's paid, and you will get accustomed to the life and work inside the Swedish hospitals, and you will get accustomed to the routines, and you will get basically prepared to the practical exam. I have hard to believe that if you pass this 6 months practical residency, you will not be able to pass the practical exam. And that's it. I think there's always something more to say about this, but you have to do the calculations by yourself. And when you have done the calculations and have come here, it is just to work hard until you achieve what you have planned for. By this, I want to say I don't have a clear answer to if you should come to Sweden or not. But I think that I think that Sweden and is a good country to work in for many people, but it depends. It really depends, and I think that it depends also on your motivation. If you are coming, why are you coming here? It depends very much on it. Like, if you just come here, I will go to school, something like that. If you don't have, it will be hard. Like, you will be working inside the hospital system, which is already overloaded. And you will be working with peoples from other nationality, and sometimes you can hear or feel, maybe much more of feeling, like you can feel like racism maybe, and you will feel that, and I have heard that maybe like from a patient. Like, a patient is a patient, but if you are not ready, you will get burned out. And you will, Swedish, by the way, is a very equal country, but sometimes irrationally equal. I mean, like, sometimes it's just like that because it's written on a paper, and no one rationalizes, like, why can we just go a little bit? Can we be a little bit more flexible? No, I know a friend of mine who was here, like, and who had problem with the migration agency. They sent him back to his country just because, and he had done everything. He had done everything here. He had found a job, but because it was just not time, and the university wouldn't give him time to go and do the exam. he has not been going to the exam and not being passed by just some points, and he didn't get the chance to do the exam. And after a period they changed the rule, and someone who was here could go the practical residency, but before that and until that he has been already in went back to his country. And and you will get burned out, and you will get frustrated, and you will think that I have what I have done, why if I'm not accepted or respected, so why should I be here? But when things go right, when you are, I mean, like, these are cases you should be prepared for. But when generally the things go right, and like Swedish people, and even when in the work, it's very most of the times it's a very calm, not calm, but maybe it's a very friendly environment. Like I have I'm very glad with my job situation, because I know after a period you will get more integrated, and like people are generally very friendly, but you shouldn't expect they to be like, you shouldn't have the expect so much expectations for people to be social, maybe. Like it's being social here in Sweden is something, and being social in Middle East is something else. Like just the and both have positive and negative sides. I don't want to be parties here, but as I said, regardless what I say, it will be something will be remaining to be said. And as I said, find your motivation and do your calculation, and when you're here, commit to your to what you have planned for, and to what you have accepted or maybe agreed on for yourself, and wish that everyone finds the right way for themselves. Hej då in Swedish.